So we've had relatively cold mornings, cold days, at least for down here. When that happens, you know, the fish will be more lethargic, and so we're going to have to use a different method, slower retrieve method. We're going to have to find different pockets, deeper pockets in the water column, and, you know, dance around a little bit. I'm going to be using side scan as well as traditional sonar just to see if we can locate fish. I'll give you some indications of how to find fish on side scan. So when you see these little shadows right there, you see a light spot and a shadow on the other end, that typically is some type of fish. This black line that you see right here is actually the water column directly underneath the boat, and then from there you know, goes out. So this line right here is actually straight under the boat, and it starts pushing off. As you can see right here, this bend represents that water inlet right there. We are mainly going to fish like around feeder creeks in somewhat of, you know, probably 6 to 10 feet of water if we can find it. Now, full disclosure, I have never been in this bayou in my life, and there is a high probability that it's going to rain today, so this may be pure chaos. Anyway, we're going to pick up speed a little bit and see if we can get to our spot. It truly is beautiful back here. Just this kind of majestic water oaks. You know, that one is alive and well. That one, you know, it's at its, you know, final stages in life, but it's hanging on, as you can see. Just gives this, you know, this bayou tons of character. Somebody has a kind of scary doll up there. So I'm going to let that bait kind of flow underneath that water oak tree and see if I can pick up a fish here. So far, this combination of lures that I'm presenting is not the right lure, or I haven't found the fish back here. All right, we got our first fish on. It's like a smaller redfish. I guess they wanted some scent. I was just fishing without scent, and as soon as I put scent on it, they jumped on it. So he is, I would guess, probably 16 or 17 inches at most, but we'll put him on the tape measure. And Mrs. Come on, fella. Mississippi, they have to be 18 inches. And you could see he is exactly 17. So there you go. I guess they wanted some scent. I'm not going to catch anything up there. Been a rough morning so far. We're still grinding it out though. It is raining. The temperature's out of whack. Wind is blowing crazy. I talked to other anglers that came by and they have caught one fish themselves with two anglers on the boat. I've got that one, so you know, some days they bite, some days they don't. You know, yesterday was in the 30s, low 30s, honestly, and today started out in the upper 50s. So, you know, any type of huge temperature change is either really good or really bad. I'll try this, the slick, kind of a root beer-ish color. Really don't know what these fish like out here. And somewhat frustrating. All right. Second red, rat red. Gotta let go, buddy. See, just a beautiful fish. I don't know if the camera's picking up his blue and his tail, but it's typically indicative of them eating some type of crustacean. Once again, probably similar size as the other one. No, a little bit smaller, 16 and a half. And guess what? Got a wind knot. So we're just going to throw with it. what I did on the way in here was, you know, I don't know this bayou at all, so I just, every time I went across a deep hole, I marked it, knowing that I was going to come back through that same area at a slower rate of speed, and then I was going to fish it on the way back. That's why I picked up, well, using that strategy is the reason I got that red right then. You know, this week at work, I launched a new series with my leaders there in our office, well, actually across our region, about, it's called Creating a Self-Correcting Team. Sarah Levitt, she's kind of a executive coach, I guess, but she's the one that actually entitled that. But you know, there's so much truth just to that label that, you know, a lot of people, regardless if you're a people leader or not, can apply to your life. You know, when I was younger, and you can kind of hear my full story in my crappie video, but when I was younger, you know, we didn't have a lot, right? And I felt in high school that I had to prove my worth, right? I had to kind of show what I can accomplish in life, to prove other people wrong, right? And as I grew up, like I, you know, strive to achieve, you know, educational goals, career goals. And, you know, I sacrificed a lot, right? And I think the biggest thing to achieving some type of success is, you know, how much energy transfer you're willing to do, right? And meaning, like, how many calories are you willing to sacrifice to, you know, achieve whatever goal you want to in life. Now that I'm in my upper 40s and my kids are almost grown, really success to me now is how much impact you've made on other people's lives. Feels like I'm hung. That's a flounder. Oh, a little flounder. Just barely have him hooked. Flounder had to be 12 inches in the state of Mississippi, and he is probably every bit of that, but we're not keeping him. Well, you know, honestly, it wasn't a fantastic day in Bayou Caddy in Waveland. However, any time on the water is pretty good. You know, it's beautiful over here. Unfortunately, the weather didn't cooperate. As I mentioned before, the high, or actually lows yesterday were in the mid 30s. Today it was mid 50s, and I don't know if that sudden change in temperature kind of shocked the fish, but we were able to get 3 fish on the boat, right? 2 redfish and a flounder. We're gonna try coming back over here again. I really think there's probably tons of fish over here. We just probably picked the wrong time with the wrong bait, and you know what? We'll do it again. So until next time, we'll catch you out on the water. What's up, fella? I don't have any fish. I'm sorry. You don't look that hungry though. Kind of fluffy. I don't know what your plans are. You're making me a little nervous. No, 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 no. You can't eat this. You can't eat this. Get away. Get away. Hey, what do you want? Oh, nope. Can't eat my GoPro. Nothing there for you.